Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my Amplify planner. It is the undated yearly with the vertical layout. And Danielle over at Danielle's Desk and I are gonna kind of do a bookish plan with me. So the kit I have to use today is this Sweet Kwai design. It's the terrarium kit. This is one of their older subscriptions. I don't subscribe to them any longer because I have a ton I need to use, but they might be tempting me back with their newest kit that they have. It's so cute. It's got a lot of cherry blossoms on it. I forget the name, but if you've never seen their stickers, they have a bunch of fun, cute characters. They're stunning. They're on this like vinyl paper, so it's really easy to put them down and pick them back up if you need to move them. They have a ton of great designs. I love them. I thought this bookish kit would be perfect to start the year off. I'm also excited to collab with Danielle from Danielle's Desk. She is also going to be using a bookish themed kit to decorate her planner with this week. So I'll link her channel below. Go check out her channel. She does a lot of planner videos and reading journal videos, and you can go see how she uses her kit to decorate her weekly planner setup. So as I decorate my weekly planner, I thought I would talk about the books that I read in December. I've got my reading journal on hand right here next to me, so I can kind of look at the titles and tell you about what I read. Unfortunately, I have not done anything in this planner yet to really prep. I'm waiting on a monthly kit. It actually should be coming today, so that's exciting. But we have our first week right here. Stick stuff places. Let's start with the first book I read in December was Two of a Kind by Nora Roberts. It is actually two of her shorter novels together in one book. The first one was Impulse, and it's kind of about a woman who her aunt dies, and her aunt was like a very by the books, follow the rules. Once I retire, I'll have time to travel. And within 2 months of retiring, she passes away. And so she had planned to take all these trips and everything, and she never got to do it. And as everyone considers the main character, Rebecca, like her mini-me. So she's like, well, I don't want that to be my life. I want to travel. I don't want to have any regrets. How many did I just cover up? 1, 2, 3. And so she just quits her job, sells everything she owns, and travels. And of course, she falls in love along the way. He's super rich, and it's just kind of about them understanding each other, and that it was really sweet and kind of like a good summer romance, I guess. Very unrealistic, I guess. The second story is called The Best Mistake, and it's kind of where a single mom needs someone to help pay the bills. And so she puts out an ad for this like garage apartment or something. I don't really understand the structure of the house, but this bachelor, of course, answers the call, and he becomes her tenant, and then of course she has a son, and he becomes like friends with the son, and next thing you know, he's taking them to ball games and teaching him how to hit the ball and doing all the things a dad would do. And of course it scares him being a bachelor, and he freaks out, and they have a huge misunderstanding, and then they make up, and yada yada yada. Two super cutesy maybe romances. I don't know, they're written in the 80s. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, I'll say that. I did actually try to pick up another one of hers in December called Tonight and Always, maybe? It was terrible. I DNF'd it. I could not. Again, it was another one of the 80s, but it was just like, within 20 pages, they were like already talking about sleeping together and like it was inevitable, and I just did not. I didn't like it, so cross that one off my list. The next book I read in December is If You Tell by Linsky and Raids, I think is the author. So this one is actually on KU, but it had the audible narration with it. I cannot get this sticker on. This is harder than I thought, talking and putting down stickers at the same time. This video is going to take forever. Sorry, guys. So If You Tell, it says it's like a story about sisterhood and stuff, but it's really not. This is one of those true crime type books that like I can't recommend it because of all of the hard and terrible things it talks about. It was very well written. It was very well written and I believe researched, but I wanted more from it. I wanted more about like why the woman did what she did and maybe like how to help someone in that situation or how to get someone out of that situation. I wanted more from it. I'm not sure. It was mostly just all the terrible things she did as a person and all the terrible things she did to her children and some of her so-called friends. Again, like I said, it was well written and researched, but talk about trigger warnings. I don't know. The next one I read was The Christmas Letter, which was actually a kind of group read with the group I'm with on Instagram, A Cozy Engagement. It was really cute. It was, I think it was actually novella length. I liked the characters fine. I liked the setting. She's a postal worker. She's a mail woman. She delivers the mail on foot mostly around this small little town. And she ends up finding one of the townspeople dead at home. And she kind of does some like investigating because the person suspected is her ex-boyfriend, who is her best friend's current boyfriend. But like serious relationships, I did not like the best friend. But I also didn't like their friendship in general. I didn't think they were good friends to each other. So that was kind of a damper. And then her other best friend is a potential love interest. So she needs more friends. But she has a cute dog and she has a cute cat, which has the cutest little name. It's named Tangled, like Tangle Toes. It was adorable. Overall, it was a good read. I enjoyed it. I read it on Kindle Unlimited on my ebook. I didn't love the mystery of the murder or the wrap up of that. It was a little too abrupt. There wasn't a good lead up to it. I didn't super love that, but it was cute. I enjoyed it. I love the ladies in the Cozy Engagement group. And I highly recommend you come check us out. Come join us, see what we're reading. We don't have a buddy read for January right now. We do have some like Instagram prompts and things if you want to come check those out though. Let's see. The next book I read was The Singles Table by Sarah Desai. She also wrote The Marriage Game and The Dating Plan, which I loved. Super loved both of those. This one was like, okay. I don't know, something about it was just like a little bit off. I didn't like super love it. It's cute. It's a contemporary romance with set like within the contemporary Indian culture. The main characters meet at a like bachelor party type thing, playing paintball. And she's all about like having fun in life and enjoying every moment, and he is like more set on building security for himself and his mom. So they kind of clash, but of course they fall in love. So it's cute. I wouldn't say it's like enemies to lovers. They weren't really enemies. I don't know. He was kind of grumpy. She was definitely sunshine. I enjoyed it. I would definitely read anything else that Sarah comes out with. Okay. This did not. See, this is why I love Sweet Kwai Design stickers. They come up and go down so easy because, like, I get really particular if the sticker isn't straight. I need to figure this out. I am all over the place, you guys. This is how my normal planning goes. It's just, I'm all over the place. I would love to know, please let me know in the comments, do you like seeing me decorate my everyday planner? Is this a neat way to talk about the books I've read the previous month while I decorate? Or would you rather see my face while I talk about books that I've read? Which would you rather see? Let me know in the comments. The next book I read, oh goodness, was Vision in Silver by Anne Bishop. So this is a reread. It is in the other series. I think it's book 3 in the other series. I have been using my Audible credits to get this series on audiobook. It is one that I constantly, and I mean constantly, reread. I think this is the second time. Well, probably not the second. I can't say a second time this year. So second time within a year that I've read this series. It's like I read one book in the series over the course of the year and just love it. I think currently there is only 7 books in the series, but so you have 5 main books and then 2 kind of spin-off books. And one of the spin-off books is getting a second book this year. I think that comes out, ooh, let me see. I have it in my Crowbones. So that comes out in March. That's perfect. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna finish rereading this so that I'm ready for Crowbones come out in March. I love the other series. If you like paranormal shifters, you'll love the series. It is not a romance. So there is technically a couple that has a somewhat romantic relationship, but she has been very traumatized, and so it is very slow going. Like, I think they maybe kiss like once in like the 5th book. They hold hands in like the 3rd book. It's adorable, and I love them to bits and pieces, but it is not a romance, so don't go in thinking it's a romance. But there's like different types of shifters, and Meg, the main character, is a Cassandra Sang, which is like a blood prophet. So every time they cut their skin, they have a prophecy. And there's just different parts in it. I adore this series. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. The next book I read was Ink and Shadows by Ellery Adams. This is one of my top 3 cozy mystery series. It's the Secret Book and Scone Society series by Ellery Adams. This was book 5? Book 4. Book 4? I think book 4 and book 5 comes out in January. But the main ladies, it's a cozy mystery with a touch of magical realism. So the main character owns a bookstore and she does what's called like bibliotherapy. So you kind of tell her what's wrong and what you need, and she picks out the perfect match of books for you to read to, you know, understand your problem or get some insight or just, you know, help you. And she lives in this small little town that has, they call it like a healing springs. It's like a warm spring. One of the other ladies is a baker, and she has what's called the comfort scone, and she bakes, you know, a bunch of love and everything and intention into it, and it kind of gives you a memory or a good feeling of a time in your past. They each have kind of their own little special thing, and it's a great group of ladies. I really enjoyed Ink and Shadows. It's usually a really good mystery to where you don't exactly know what's going to happen, but it doesn't come out of the blue. It all like makes sense. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's easily top 3 in my favorite cozies. Next up is River Marked by Patricia Briggs. Again, this is another series I adore and I constantly reread. I constantly talk about it, so go read it. It's the Mercy Thompson series. I was actually with a group on Instagram where we were rereading the whole series, but I fell way behind and I'm just going at my own pace now. River Marked, I actually didn't like this when I read it the very first time when it first came out. I didn't connect with it, but then, you know, continuing on with the series and coming back and rereading it, it really is like the start. You get introduced to Coyote, and who is like technically a mythical being, which is where Mercy gets her powers to shift into a coyote instead of a werewolf. But it has a lot of Native American background, and I found that very interesting. And this book, you get to see a lot more of that and kind of how it fits into the supernatural world of werewolves and vampires and fae. I don't want to say more because I don't want to give it away, but I love it. It's great. After I get all of the others on audiobook, I plan to try and get all of the Mercy Thompson series on audiobook as well, so I can constantly listen to those. I'm going to pick this little terrarium guy with little Frank going on a little trip. I'm going to pick that for today because, oh wait, let's do that there. I actually need to water my plants today, and this will remind me to do that. And then I'll do a nice purple and actually put water my plants. They are a little small for these in the Amplify planner, but I don't have a problem with white space or anything, so it doesn't bother me. I do care if they're straight, then, which is why I love the lines, but other than that, it doesn't bother me. The next book I read was Sprinkled, is it Sprinkled? The next book I read was Sprinkled with Murder by Jen McKinley. This is the second book I've read by this author, and I really liked it. It was really cute. So her and her best friend open a cupcake store, and their other best friend is getting married. Unfortunately, they hate his fiance, but he seems happy. So they do their best to be friends with her. So he asked them to do his wedding cupcakes. And his fiance is like a total bridezilla about the whole thing. It's terrible. But they give her some sample cupcakes to, you know, let her pick which flavors and to approve the flavors and everything. And then she ends up being murdered. And it's framed to look like it was the cupcakes that killed her. So she's trying to clear her name. She's also trying to clear her best friend, the fiance's name. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. She was a little reckless in my opinion, but it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. I would continue this cozy mystery series. This was a recommendation from a cozy engagement from the girls that I hang out with on there. So they highly recommended the series. And again, I've read this author before and I liked her, so I was excited to try it. This was also for when I was trying to read a book from every state. I'm still trying to do that. I know I didn't finish it in a year, but I am going to try to continue doing that. That book was set in Arizona, so I get to mark that off. I don't think I'm going to put this here. I think I'm going to put that back. Again, I love Sweet Quiet Design stickers. Actually, so most of the time, I rip these off so I can, you know, move stickers around or put them back if needed. Part of the fun is ripping that off and whatnot. I want one of these. So I actually finished a book today already. And I started a new one. And so I'm going to put those down here. Should I put them on the very bottom? Yes. Let's put them on the very bottom. And that way I'll leave room at the very bottom for any books I start or finish. I'll just write them on here to fill this in because I don't plan a lot. I'll leave that there, and then right here, I know I have some cleaning to do later. I'm just going to do a quick clean and, ooh, this little vacuum guy. That's good. What else do I have going on this week? I literally have nothing else going on. I have one thing going on Thursday, and then that's kind of it. So yeah, I don't pre-plan too much, but I have one more book to tell you about, and that is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. This is book 2 in the side series. I really like it. It really makes you think about stuff. I don't know. I find it very interesting, and oh my goodness, that ending, I got like full body chills. I had chill bumps all over my arm. They were sticking up. It was crazy. So much happened in such a short time. I definitely recommend it if you haven't read it. It's kind of a futuristic sci-fi almost, but it's, I really enjoyed it. It was great. I'm going to try to center this maybe. That's fine. I don't know if I want to make this my steps or my dinner or my exercises. I have no idea what I'm putting here yet, but we're just going to put that there. Just put it there, see what happens. Humans have become immortal, and so no one ever dies. You can just, you're dead-ish, and then you're revived. And so the world has a side, and they bring on true death to where like you really die. And these two teenagers become scythes, and we kind of follow along with their story, but the scythedom has become corrupt. And so it's kind of, you know, how they go about trying to fix that, correct it, prevent it, all the things that happen, their allies. It's pretty, I don't know, not action-packed, but it has a lot going. I really enjoyed it. I listened to it on audiobook. I thought it was fantastic. I do want to listen. I think there's only one more book in this series, but I definitely do want to listen to that. And I probably should soon, so I can just go ahead and mark it off that I've actually finished a series, because I rarely ever do that. I think I'm just gonna do 3 of these. 3 seems like a good number. I guess I can do 4. So one thing I do love about these with the Sweet Kawaii Design subscription is you get so many stickers. You could easily stretch this out for, like, you know, 4 weeks, or I always get at least 2, and then I'll do what's called like a leftover week, where I just pull a bunch of leftovers and smash them all together and create my own kit. But you easily get 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You easily get like 3 weeks of stickers in one of these kits. And I think it's only like $25. I highly recommend Sweet Kawaii Design if you haven't already. Try them. So yeah, this is kind of what I have. So this is today. I'm filming today. I need to go water my plants. I've started a book and I finished a book. I have something on Thursday. I thought this sticker was cute. Don't know what this is going to be. I have some habits I want to put in. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I always have laundry. I don't think I have any birthdays this week. Let me check. No birthdays this week. Coffee is always a thing. I don't normally mark payday. Computers for work. Ooh, I could put that for filming and editing. Maybe like up here. That'd be cute. Groceries, I'll have to do tomorrow. I guess I could put a sticker down for groceries tomorrow. Ooh, let me do one of... I mostly kind of like... I seriously plan day by day. I want the... Do they not have... They don't have a darker one. I kind of wanted a darker one of this. I guess I'll do a pink one. So yeah, that's all the books I read in December. It was a total of 9, which is a little below average, but you know what? That's okay. I don't pay attention. I mean, I pay attention to how many books I read, but I don't like talking about it because I never want to discourage someone from reading. I want you to be happy with what you read. I want you to enjoy reading. It's not so much about the number as it is about you really liking what you read and enjoying what you read. That's more important to me. But tell me in the comments, did you read any good books in December? What were some of your favorites? I mean, of course, I love the others and the Mercy Thompson series. Those are probably my 2 favorites because they were rereads. I don't think I have like a least favorite. I mean, If You Tell was really hard because of the subject matter, but it wasn't a bad read. So yeah, that's what I have. And those were the books I read this month. I will have a reading planner that popped out. Reading planner flip through for you soon. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Oh, and don't forget to check out Danielle's. She has her kind of bookish plan with me posted. I definitely will link it in the bottom. So go check out Danielle's video and also stick around for more of her planner videos and her reading planner and check out what she has. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.